Pal Oddjob Head back playing some Need for Speed. It feels like forever since I made a video on Need for Speed, but I decided to make a video because a couple days ago Need for Speed introduced hot rods. Yes, and I got myself one of my hot rods. It cost a Challenger and the rest of my money, but I got it. And the thing sounds mean. Listen to that. And along with it, they also introduced, get ready, manual transmission. I'm actually going to make it per car later on, but let's make that manual. And I got auto reverse because that kind of helps me out a little bit. But we finally got manual transmission, so I can shift whenever I want. Woo! Seriously feels good to be back. But what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm actually going to be doing my race that I usually do to get some money, which is Tuners No Hard. Now, the last time that I played Need for Speed, I was focused on getting the Mustang, and that was like 6 updates ago or something like that. And to be honest, the Mustang has been looking pretty poor. I mean, it's been a while. It's been out, you know, in the barn. But I thought I'd, you know, bring out the hot rod there to show you guys, you know, what it's like, how it sounds, how it feels. I mean, there's tons of customizations for it, but I didn't want mine to look too complicated. I just looked up a picture of some 1932 Fords, and I saw a picture that looked just like this hot rod, and I said, yep, that's what I want. But as you can see, Eleanor is not faring well. Eleanor is a little beat up. The last time that you guys saw this car, it was the Outlaw car, and then time has passed since then, and it was the Murder Mustang. Then it was Eleanor, as you can see there, which was my favorite out of all of them, because Eleanor, when I went to drag racing, for some reason was faster than my Murder Mustang, and this is still the same car that I had. This is still that Eleanor. I've had this car for a long time. And that first car that I had, the Outlaw car, that was the Murder Mustang, which was just a little bit slower than this, and I couldn't figure out why. It even had the same parts on it and everything. It was slower, though. And this one seems to do much better, but it is not looking very shiny. Yeah. It's really sad. Really is sad. Seeing cars like this. That's why restoration needs to still be around. But I threw a new tune on it for today just so that I could slam it around some of the corners so that we can make money even faster, because that hot rod's fast, but it doesn't have a turbocharger. And it doesn't have a supercharger, because you can't put one on it, which I respect, because they did not have superchargers and they did not have turbochargers when hot rods were first made. They just had carburetors and, you know, hit that puppy up with as much power as you can by putting a big ass motor in it. That's pretty much all they had. But I put a new tune on this so that it would drive a little bit nicer, go around corners not so ugly. God, I love manual transmission. The only thing is, I play the crew, so in that there is a manual transmission, but the only issue is the manual transmission in that game compared to this game, they're very similar. I mean, you even have to use the right stick to shift up and down. It's actually exactly the same. Oh, we're in front this time! Mad mistake to put me in front. But the only issue is between this one and the one from the crew is this one compared to the crew. In the crew, you have to push the knob not all the way. You can just make the slightest movement to shift. In this game, you have to shove the stick all the way up or all the way down to select a gear. And I find that it makes the shifting a lot slower. So you kind of have to think ahead, like a lot more compared to the crew. We're sliding around these corners pretty damn well. I don't know, it may look bad, but she is still a beauty and a hard worker underneath. I believe it has a 5-liter V8 under her. Because it is definitely... Well, actually, no, because the coupe versions came with a V6. Oh wait, no, because this has the V8's thing on the side, I believe. So this was the V8 model coupe. This isn't a dream car for me, but it's what I'd like to be my first car, but where I live, I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't think it's gonna happen. Because there's just too much corrosiveness where I live. That if I bought a car, a Mustang, and it was red, it'd probably end up looking like Eleanor. And I frankly, I don't want that to happen, but, you know, I'd have to be working on it 100% of the time, or I just couldn't drive it in the wintertime. Which, you know what? I would rather have 2 cars, one for beater for winter, and then one of these. But where I come from, winters are just endless. It's just it just never stops. Now I have... Actually, you might be wondering is, why am I not playing Call of Duty? That's actually another good question as to, like, what am I doing? Well, I wanted to give Call of Duty a break. As you can tell, my... I guess you could say skill was starting to drop. So usually when that happens, I give it a rest, and for some reason when I hop back on, because the amount of videos to, I believe, when I went absolutely, like, ape shit all over it, and I was like, this is so freaking stupid, what the hell is going on? I mean, all the episodes before, 1 through 5, that was all maybe about 3 or 4 months from taking a break from Call of Duty. But I'm not going to take that long of a break. I might take a... Like, I took a weekend's break from Sunday. Plus, I will not be posting videos on the weekends. So, if you guys want to see my videos, the weekends is not a good time to be watching my videos. Tune into maybe another channel or something like that, because I'm usually too busy on the weekends, or it's going to be like 9 or 8 o'clock at night before I even am able to hop on and do a video without any other interferences. Because I had to make 2 parts for the 7th episode of Golden Guns, because I had to help my, help out around the house. So, do it at like 12 o'clock at night and you guys can watch it in the morning, I guess. But, my skill never seems to disappear when I'm racing. Oh my god, I need to work on shifting. But I guess I'll be playing Need for Speed for a couple of days, maybe 3, and then I'll be hopping back onto Golden Guns on Advanced Warfare, and we can continue our takeover of the world. How much we got now? 182. We're very close. The car in question that I'm looking for costs about $225,000, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy the car. And then after we purchase the car, we need to get upgrades for it. I mean, it's going to be fast at first, but upgrading it makes it just even faster and more badass to it, because... But I highly doubt that we can't do upgrades to it. But the number usually to fully upgrade a car with as much as you want, like, when you're picking your turbos and stuff like that, it's a very hard decision. Like, you need to pay attention very closely to the numbers. Like, writing them down would be a good idea. Because, with 140, you can only afford one of those. So, that's basically where it is going to be. So we need 225, then we're going to purchase the car. And then we're going to come back racing, maybe with the hot rod, and we'll give Eleanor a little break. And get that extra 140,000. And then we'll throw the upgrades on that new hot rod. And we'll give it a good tune, because to me it looks like an F1 car. So we're gonna make it so that it can fly into corners extremely well. And by the way, viewers, I did see that you two joined. Thanks a lot for joining. Just wanted to try something a little different. I've actually been giving Need for Speed a break, because I've actually been playing GTA throughout the weeks, and I just don't see that my GTA videos are getting a lot of views. So if you guys want to see GTA, let me know. Because I'd love to know if you guys want me to do GTA or anything else. Because at this point, I'm just, you know, guessing that what you guys want to see is Call of Duty and The Crew, because those seem to have the most amount of views, and I guess they're that popular. Whew. They all seem to be around the 148, 150 range with this car. I got a pretty good tune on it, but if I was in automatic, which I'm probably going to throw it back into automatic, because my manual skills are good, but not for going around corners. They're good for only in a straight line. No, I don't know. Automatic. Controller preset. Whatever. I probably could set a faster time and get this done quicker if I just used automatic. That way I could focus on the corners and get it done, like I said, much quicker. So that you guys are not just watching me the entire video, just doing the same race over and over and over again. Even knowing that's pretty much what it's all going to be, just so that we can get one frickin' car and upgrade one frickin' car, because it is the most expensive car in the game, as it is. And I kind of wish it was a little bit cheaper than that. Woo-ha! I'm thinking I might contribute with Eleanor a bit of the Murder Mustang attributes, because I still have my Murder Mustang wrap, which nobody has actually seen my Murder Mustang wrap, and I don't plan on putting it on the wrap editors so that people can select it, because that wrap it's special, because it has my thing, it has my name on it, and it's dedicated to the Murder Mustang, which I no longer have with me. Whoa! Whoa! That was freaking awesome! Two-wheeling, Eleanor! Swoo-ha! This car handles really well. It's just me as a driver that's driving very poorly. But I'd have to say, throughout this entire race, I've done it many times because I've driven many cars. And I'm actually going to say that my least favorite car to drive around this race had to have been either the Challenger. Well, actually, it's a pretty good tie between these three. The Challenger, SRT8 Challenger, Fox Body Mustang, and the Lamborghini Aventador. Those are probably the three most unlikable cars that I've driven. Because as far as the SRT Challenger goes, I love the SRT. But in this game, they made it extremely slow. And I do not know why. Because the SRT8 Challenger is a blisteringly fast car. And, I mean, it's nothing compared to the Hellcat, but in the game, you can make it so that it's just as fast as the Hellcat. Just the right amount of horsepower. You can make it so that it has 703 horsepower if you want. Or more. And it still isn't fast. It's not even faster than my 65 Eleanor. It's slower. It's extremely slow, but, you know, I put it up against the R34, Supras, even the GTR, and it'll smoke every single one of them, but it's just a pain in the ass to drive. It's so difficult because when you're going around a corner, unlike this Mustang where it stays in the same gear around those two corners, up until the point where I lift off of the gas, it's just deciding, oh no, I want to switch gear, oh no, I want to change gear, oh wait, once again, nope, that's the right gear, there we go, and by the time it figures it out, you're already exiting the corner, so it's just not a car for drifting, basically. And this Mustang loves to hang its ass out. It loves to drift. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's a pretty damn good corner. I'd call it my comfortable corners. It's not a racing line, because the racing line is that blue line right there. That's a racing line. Like right there, that was a racing line. Only with a dab of handbrake. But I just like, you know, this car has the power to get away from absolutely anything. This is, without a doubt, this Mustang, the fastest car in the game aside from the Volkswagen Golf. The Golf is the Mustang killer, but with the Murder Mustang and with Eleanor, I have beaten the Golf numerous times, but that's only because the people that were driving them didn't know how to drive it and didn't know how to drag race well. Their timing on when the lights turn on, I'm gone, and then they just stand there and then they go. And then I smoke them by like 12 miles or something like that. And it's all because they didn't know how to drag race it. But I have been beaten by people who do know how to drag race just as much as I do, or maybe even better than I do. Because I'm not the best drag tune, I kind of just throw it all the way to grip. And that's the only way that you drag race. I mean, that's kind of it. That's how you make a drag tune. Throw it all the way to grip. With grip tires, absolutely everything. You gotta jack up the suspension, or actually lower it or jack it up. I jack it up all the way, and I make it so that the car is slanted down, so that the nose of the car is down like my Mustang is. You'll notice that it sort of has a slant so that it's facing downwards from the front, and the back of it is facing upwards. That's how I like to have my drag cars. And the reason is because the Mustang in this game has so much compression on the launch that if it was if it was stiff, which it usually is, it's all the way stiff, this car would take off, it would fly, but it wouldn't go fast. It sort of judders. And it just bothers me when it judders. It's a very jittery car. I don't like it that way. Here comes the reason why I don't like to make videos early or even in the evening. I gotta make it at night. Because now I have to end the video after this race. So just one more race and then we'll make a part 2 of this. So sorry for the guys who, or guys/gals who joined, but I'll have to end this video and then pick it up in part 2. exploit my feelings on the cars in this game. And how amazing this Mustang is. And how everybody should have one. Because this thing will beat a Lamborghini Aventador any day off the line. My favorite car on Need for Speed? I will answer that question just before I get off of this video. My favorite car on Need for Speed is, without a doubt, 100% is this Mustang. I love this Mustang so much. It is just beauty to behold. So, with that, we're pretty damn close. Look at that, 214. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm really sorry, but I'll pick it up in part 2. If you guys, if you want to see part 2, please subscribe to my channel, or just keep, tuned to my channel, and it'll be up within the hour, I promise. So, thanks for the people who joined. Thanks for the question. It's a good question, and I'll see you guys in part 2. So, bye!